If you buy a house with a deeply cracked, failing foundation, surface-level repairs won't save it. You have to move your family out to safety, tear the old structure down to the dirt, and rebuild it from the ground up. The biblical end times operates on that exact same logic. This timeline shows us the end times blueprint. People often think of these events as a random apocalypse, but the Bible lays out a highly specific, chronological plan for replacing a broken world with a perfect one. Looking at this diagram, the very first step on our timeline is an event called the rapture. This is the move-out phase of our renovation. During this phase, Jesus Christ returns to the atmosphere, but not all the way to Earth. Believers in Christ, both those who have passed away and those still living, are caught up into the clouds to meet him. They are entirely removed from the planet. By taking his people off the earth first, God ensures they are safely out of the way. With the family relocated, the heavy demolition phase can officially begin. Back on our timeline, we enter a 7-year span known as the tribulation. Think of this as the demolition phase. The earth experiences severe divine judgments aimed at tearing down corrupt human systems. This phase kicks off when a political leader, the Antichrist, signs a peace treaty with Israel. Almost immediately, the first major judgments occur. 4 horsemen, representing conquest, global war, severe famine, and widespread death, are released onto the earth. Our diagram shows a sharp dividing line at the 3.5-year mark. This midway point is marked by an event the Bible calls the abomination of desolation. At this exact moment, the Antichrist breaks his peace treaty. He defiles the temple in Jerusalem, demands that the world worship him, and forces people to take a specific mark, the mark of the beast, just to buy or sell food. The timeline darkens here as we enter the Great Tribulation. During these final 3.5 years, believers who turn to Christ after the rapture face intense persecution. At the same time, the earth undergoes the most severe physical judgments and ecological collapse in human history. The demolition officially stops right here, at the end of the 7 years. This marker is the return. Jesus Christ physically comes back to earth, bringing the raptured believers with him, arriving at the Battle of Armageddon. The site is immediately cleared. The Antichrist and his false prophet are captured and thrown into the lake of fire. The surviving nations are judged based on their actions, and Satan himself is bound with a great chain and locked inside a bottomless pit. The old systems of power are completely dismantled, and the main saboteur is locked away. The ground is finally clear, and the site is ready for a new structure. With the demolition complete, our chart expands to show a massive 1,000-year block. This is the Millennial Kingdom. You can think of this era as the model home phase. Jesus physically rules the entire world directly from Jerusalem. It is a live demonstration of what a perfectly governed earth looks like. The conditions on earth change completely. With Satan locked away and Jesus in charge, there is global peace. Weapons are repurposed into farming tools. The earth yields massive agricultural abundance, and the animal kingdom is pacified. Wolves lie down with lambs, and children can play safely near wild animals. This 1,000-year reign proves that humanity can thrive under divine, perfect leadership. But it all takes place on the existing, renovated earth. It is a spectacular preview, but it is not the final destination. At the very end of the 1,000 years, Satan is released from the bottomless pit for a short season. He goes out to deceive the nations one last time, gathering an army to rebel against God's model city. The rebellion is put down instantly by fire from heaven. Satan is then permanently cast into the lake of fire, completely removing his influence from the universe forever. Next comes the final inspection. The Bible calls this the Great White Throne Judgment. Everyone from all of history who rejected God is resurrected to stand before him. Books are opened, recording their works, along with the book of life. The verdict is read. Anyone whose name is not found in the book of life faces the second death, joining Satan in the lake of fire. Evil is permanently quarantined away from God's presence. With all corruption removed, the first heaven and the first earth pass away completely. God creates a new heaven and a new earth. The holy city, the New Jerusalem, descends from heaven. This is the forever home. God dwells directly with his people. There is no more death, no more sorrow, and no more crying. God himself wipes away every tear, and pain is entirely a thing of the past. Watching this timeline fill in, we see the complete progression. First, the rapture secures the believers. The tribulation demolishes the corrupt systems. Jesus returns to establish a 1,000-year model kingdom. A final judgment permanently removes evil, leading directly into the new creation. The biblical end times is a methodical rescue operation. It guarantees that the chaos and broken foundations of our current world will be cleared away, making room for an eternal, perfect home.